orchestra as there is in hearing it. Somehow, a great orchestra is like this great democratic nation of ours. Both are made up of individuals. One produces the miracle of sound, the other voices the symphony of a free people living in harmony amid a discordant world. Each must work with mind and heart and hand, and all must work together. They're learning to create something worthwhile, to do something with their hands. They're learning to play together, to think together, to work together as one. Training. That's what does it. And training starts in the school each day in the good American way. How you boys and girls safeguard that liberty is your responsibility. That's where the American Junior Red Cross comes into the picture. If every one of our more than 30 million school children will learn to work and build for the good of all, we'll have just about the greatest creative force this country of ours ever has known.
We have joined the American Junior Red Cross to help achieve its aims by working together with members everywhere in our own and other lands.
As a member of the Junior Red Cross, you have many opportunities to put your learning to work for your town, your country, and people everywhere. Some of you already know how the Junior Red Cross National Children's Fund works. Here is cooperation to do something worthwhile. Take Marshall Crozier. Marshall says he'll pledge $1 to help boys and girls whose homes have been destroyed by war. Young Marshall washed many windows to earn that $1. Paul Strong says he'll earn $2. Paul knows that in all the countries of our allies, other boys need a helping hand. So Paul's making his money on a paper route. That's what the Junior Red Cross teaches. Work, earning, responsibility, sharing. Yes, when a boy will pledge 75 cents to the National Children's Fund, then go out and wash dogs to earn the money, he has the makings of a mighty fine citizen. If all the boys and girls in America could visit this old English country home, a nursery established by the American Junior Red Cross, they'd be more than repaid for their work. Little ones, lives disrupted, homes blasted by bombs. The National Children's Fund also helps unfortunate infants in many other war-stricken countries. It provides shoes and warm clothing to protect thousands of brave families of our allies from storm and cold. Last year, Red Cross Junior members packed 100,000 holiday gift boxes for children in England and Iceland, in South and Central America. Volunteer workers in local Red Cross chapters see to it that each package is properly packed and shipped on time. Greetings from the Junior Red Cross of America to the courageous children in war areas. Comfort and cheer for youngsters deprived of the warmth and affection they once knew in their own homes. Willing hands, making correspondence albums with pictures and letters to send to children here and in other lands. These albums describe different sections of our country. They're made by boys and girls so that others may know what kind of people we are and the kind of land in which we live. In turn, they receive albums from children of other countries, a help toward better world understanding. Today, with wartime shortages and food rationing, learning to cook is a most important part of the school course, and right in line with the Junior Red Cross program. Through Red Cross nutrition courses, girls learn how to prepare proper foods and their values. Red Cross Home Nursing. Here's a class making paper containers for the sick room. Learning to prevent the spread of disease is another example of schoolwork and Junior Red Cross work going hand in hand. The worthwhile things Sister learns, nutrition, home nursing, doing useful services with one's hands, are mighty helpful when sickness comes. And so many doctors and nurses are away at war. Let's listen to a report from a Junior Red Cross council.
Our high school art class turned out its quota of posters to aid the War Bond campaign and the local Junior Red Cross Service Fund. We also made posters for our sock hop, organized to raise funds to carry on our service program. The dance was a huge success. Everybody had a wonderful time. We made enough for our service fund to finance most of our wartime activities. Lamps for Army and Navy recreation rooms, outfitted by the Red Cross, are being made by the boys in the woodworking class. We put our chapter's name on every article, so our soldiers will know we're working for them. The shop classes are also making checkerboards and other games. Letters from commanding officers and Red Cross field directors keep asking for more games for men in the service. We cannot help but feel proud that we are able to contribute some small bit of comfort to those who give so much for us. The boys make ash stands from the wood bought with our service fund. Dick had promised me an ash stand for Dad, but Dick says Dad will have to get along for the duration with what he has. Dick's right. These are for our armed forces. They are entitled to all we can give them, and more. Some of the fellows make ping-pong tables, and from what the Red Cross hospital workers tell us, those tables give the boys lots of fun. Now for the girls. The sewing classes are eagerly making kit bags, which the Red Cross furnishes to the soldiers going overseas. These kit bags have been carried to every war front. Our bicycle corps delivers them to the local chapter house. Volunteers fill them with razor blades, playing cards, cigarettes, and many needed articles. We know from letters we've had how grateful, how happy our soldiers, sailors, and Marines are to receive these kits. Whatever we are asked to send is needed. After all, it does remind them of home.
This doesn't begin to tell all the things the Junior Red Cross does or can do. Between the junior and senior members of the American Red Cross, 32 million strong, there is real partnership. Working together, hand in hand, in war and in peace. In small, modest schools in far-off corners of the country, in schools of great cities, in immense halls of learning from coast to coast, more than 17 million members of the American Junior Red Cross, from kindergarten through high school, have united in this great service to others, future of our country. Our destiny depends upon their training and upon their ideals for a world of peace and better understanding.